In all of recorded history, only one person has been killed by a lack of sleep. In 168 BCE, King Perseus of Macedonia was defeated by the Roman army. He was forced to retreat to the island of Samothrace, where he hid inside a temple. A couple of weeks later, the Romans caught up with him, transported him to Rome, and prepared him for a public execution. But that's when the Romans realized something. Perseus was captured inside a temple, which placed him under the protection of the gods. According to tradition, he was immune from physical violence. The Romans couldn't execute him without offending the gods. Begrudgingly, they threw him into a dungeon and tried to think of a solution. Was there a way to kill Perseus without physically hurting him? 2 years later, they came up with an answer. Perseus's guards were told to keep him awake for as long as possible, using any means necessary, as long as it didn't involve physical violence. Plutarch, a Roman essayist, described how they kept him awake by every possible artifice, and eventually, after several weeks, his body stopped functioning. Sallust, a Roman historian, wrote how they caused his death from want of sleep. The Romans had finally disposed of Perseus without technically using any physical violence or offending the gods. The death of King Perseus may be unique. There is no other account of a human being who was killed by a lack of sleep.